What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it's time for another tier 2, and we're going to be getting Ghost to tier 2. So finally got all of his gears finished up, so time to get him to tier 2 and see what he's like. Let's go ahead and take a look before we do that. So first of all, his skills here. I did level up all of his skills, and I think that's because he gets some kind of benefit from each one in terms of like the bleed or shock damage. So in this one's case right here, I believe the bleed damage went up as I leveled it. This one here, the shock damage went up as I leveled it. This one is going to be the all defense reduction, I believe, got leveled up along with the shock damage. Over here, pretty much just a lot of this stuff got leveled up. I think that, no, it's just the all speed and the guard. I think the guard just started at 1 and then it went up to 3. So I think those are the only ones. Oh, and the all attack, all speed. So yeah, a few things got leveled up on that. The 5th skill here, again, the shock damage got leveled up. So yeah, a few things that can get leveled up on it, but probably the one that you want to focus on if you're short on gold is going to be the 4th skill right here for the all attack, all speed, and crit rate. So that's probably the most important out of the skills here to level up overall. And then the iso-weight set, we do have overdrive. I definitely like having an attack-based set on Ghost because Ghost damage is a little bit low, so I want to kind of boost that up as much as possible. Ghost seems like more of a support character than kind of like a standalone damage dealer. And then the obelisk here, we do have a crit damage, max HP, and a damage proc. I was trying to make Ghost more viable by himself and just as like a hitter, but damage is still pretty low. It is only a 100% damage proc, so I could definitely improve there. Max HP is just to help with a little bit of survivability, and then crit damage again to help increase the damage. Ghost doesn't necessarily need a immune to guard break because he has iframes, the skills are quick, and he has the mind control, so he's got a lot of things going for him in terms of keeping the enemies kind of crowd controlled and tied up, and then he's got his own protection with that guard, which, I mean, it lasts for long enough because it's a refreshing guard on the 4th skill while he still has that aura down for 3 hits, and then also because of the long iframe on his 5th skill, which is really nice. But you do lose that iframe if you have the uniform, so keep that in mind. With the uniform, I definitely think Ghost is a lot harder to keep alive, and I don't think he does as much damage, so I'm not really sure. The uniform is just pure support, it seems like, to me, because it enhances the tier 2 passive and also the 4-star passive of Ghost. So if we go back to the skills here, right now our passive is a 60% chance to become immune to physical damage when hits for 2 seconds. So again, it's not a very good passive, but with the uniform it becomes a 100% chance for the 2 seconds. So I mean, I guess it's good if you're fighting a physical damage enemy, because then you can be immune to their damage for 2 seconds. Probably be really good for more like PvP content, because that can actually keep you alive quite a bit longer for that 2 seconds right there, because you can get off another skill, or you can kind of tie up the enemy for another 2 seconds, so it could be valuable in PvP. And then the Tier 2 passive that we're going to be getting, the Ghost Tech, is apply to all villain allies a 10% increase to energy attack without the uniform, but with the uniform it's going to apply to all allies, and it's going to be a 20% energy attack increase. So a pretty nice support with the uniform there. You're only getting 10% if you do not have the uniform on. So now that we've gone over that, let's go ahead and get Ghost to tier 2 here. We're going to be using a ticket. So let's go ahead and pop that, and boom, there we go. Alright, so Ghost to tier 2, we got our Ghost Tech, which we just went over, is just that 10% increase to villain allies as of right now, 20% to all allies if you have the uniform. So let's go ahead and close this out. We have the Ghost suit. Alright, so now that Ghost is freshly tier 2, let's go ahead and try him out a little bit. Alright, so here we are at Shadowland. We have a wave mode, floor 19, that's for villains, so that's pretty much going to be ideal for Ghost here, especially since we have type advantage against 2 of the characters, so that should help out quite a bit. We have Ghost's own leadership, so we get the 50% increase to all attack for technokinetic allies, so that's all pretty much like machine-based characters. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in here. Hopefully Ghost to be able to do this. I don't think we should have a problem on damage. I know Ghost damage is a little bit low, but we have advantage, or type advantage, against 2 of the characters here. And we have a damage proc, so I think we should be okay, but let's find out what happens. Alright, let's go ahead and apply some fear here. Let's get our kind of buff going on. Now, kind of messed up the skill rotation, so now let's see if we got our damage proc back on the 5th skill. No, we don't. Damage proc is on the 2nd skill. And the damage proc is still not there. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Alright, there we go. So this will be the longer fight, at least for Ghost here, because we don't have a type advantage, but we should still do okay. And yeah, our damage proc is just lost somewhere, else it's probably going a lot better. Alright. So we should have our damage proc back on the 5th skill, which is where we want it, because we definitely would need that damage. And nope, we lost it again. But we still got through. Okay, damage proc? I don't know where our damage proc went. It seems like our damage proc got debuffed somehow, even though that's not possible. Hey, there it is. That was like the first damage proc in like 4 rotations, it seemed like. But we're still getting through this just fine. There's the damage proc. Boom. Yeah, if we get the damage proc on the 5th skill, then we're actually getting some good damage. That's one of the reasons why I don't actually like the uniform, is because you don't get that damaging skill, because with the uniform, I don't think she has any real high damage skills. So that's kind of why I'm keeping Ghost right now, kind of like base form. I may pick up the uniform in the future if I decide to start using Ghost as kind of more of a support character. If we get another really good, like, techno-kinetic character that's kind of, I don't know, that's really strong, that can do like World Boss Ultimate and things like that, that I can use Ghost leadership for, then I'll definitely want to get the uniform so that I can pump up the damage even more. So that's something I'll consider in the future, but for now I definitely think Ghost is more than sufficient in his base form, that you don't need to go out and buy the uniform to make Ghost good. That's pretty much only if you want to use Ghost as a support character, and even as a support character, 20% energy attack is nothing too special. I mean, it's nice, but we still have, you know, Coulson, we have Valkyrie, we've got Shuri, we've got Ebony. Ebony is the same though, isn't he? He's a 20% chance, or 20% increase to damage against universal types, I believe it is. So I mean, it's not bad. And then we have Cyclops, which I think is 20% with his newest uniform and 15% with his other uniform, the Age of Apocalypse uniform versus the X-Force uniform. But anyway, that's going to be it for Ghost here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm definitely still happy to have Ghost at tier 2. Just not sure where I'm going to use him very much. I might just sit around, collect dust, and just be brought out during Shadowland battles or something like that, and probably in Conquest. Those are probably the main places I'll be using him, but I'm not too excited about trying him in World Boss Ultimate, because I don't think he's going to do too well, especially with damage. But like I said, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.